Hi everyone, welcome to Sutra Online. This is Narsimha. Today in this session, I am going to discuss about ray optics. So this is the chapter is class 10th from physics, and this chapter is common for SSC, CBSE, and ICSE students, and also it is useful for plus 2 students. Now let's start. So ray optics. So what is mean by optics? First of all, what is mean by optics? We'll see. So optics is nothing but the study about light. The study about light is called optics. See here, the study about light is called optics, right? Then what is mean by light here? Okay, optics means the study about light is called optics. That is okay. Then what is mean by light here? So we'll see here light. Again the light definition. We'll see here. Right? Light is a invisible energy. Light is a invisible energy, or light is a form of energy which makes the objects visible, is called light. So see here, light is a form of energy which makes objects visible, is called light. So, but then what is the main source of light here? What is the main source of light in the nature? So, main source of light in the nature, that is a sun, right? Main source of light is in the nature sun. So, sun, and this is the main source, means this is the natural source. Now come to man-made sources. So man-made sources are also there. So one is electric bulb, and next candle, next torchlight. So these three are man-made sources. These things we can use in our day-to-day life. So right, if there is no light, means we can't imagine our life. Yes or no? Right? Example, if you see, when you are enter into the dark room, you can't able to see any objects in the dark room. If you enter into the torchlight, then you can able to see all the objects. So that's why your light is a major role in our lives. Right? Now, so sun gives or emit light energy by itself. So how that light is travel? So first this is the main point. How that light is travel? Light always travel in a straight line. That is the first point. Light always travel in a straight line. Next, to come to second point. It is a electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic wave means it can travel through vacuum as well as medium. So medium means you can take air, water, glass. So these are the examples for medium. Medium means a substance which can allow the light energy is called medium. A substance or a material which can allow the light energy is called medium. Generally we can take the examples: air, glass, water. So these are the examples for medium, right? So light is a electromagnetic wave. Light is a electromagnetic wave. That means it can travel through vacuum and medium, right? Next, come to third point. What is the speed of light in vacuum or in air? What is the speed of light in vacuum or in air? So generally we can take a speed of light in vacuum 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So approximately same value we can take in air also, right? Next, so these are the 3 points. Light always travel in a straight line. You have to remember these 3 points. Light is a electromagnetic wave. So what is the speed of light in air or in vacuum? That is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So now come to optics part. Already optics is nothing but the study about light is called optics. Now come to what is mean by ray. So we'll see about ray, right? Okay, then see here. Okay, then come to ray. So ray is nothing but the path followed by the light is called ray. Simple. The path followed by the path followed by the light is called ray. See here, so this is nothing but a ray. If I consider as, so this is nothing but ray of light. So this is called here ray, right? If the many rays or bundle of rays are coming parallel to each other, so that is called a parallel beam of light. Means here, see ma. So first, if the group of rays, these rays are coming parallel to each other, so this is nothing but a parallel beam of light. This is called parallel beam of light, right? Next, come to, and if when the rays are started at one point, and goes various directions. When the rays are started at one point and goes various directions. So this is nothing but a divergent beam. That means what? Here all the rays are started at one point and goes various directions. So this is called a divergent beam. Now we have to see here, and we'll see here one more important thing. So I'm going to rub this, right? Now you'll see, when the rays are coming from various directions and meet at one point. So if you see here direction, here the direction is taking outward direction, here direction is taking inward. So this is nothing but what, Nana? Here the rays are coming from various directions and meet at one point. That is called a convergent beam. So right, when the rays are coming from various directions and meet at one point, that is called convergent beam, right? Next here, see here, the rays are started at one point and moves various directions. So these are the important points, so related to ray. Now come to, we'll see important thing, that is a reflection of light. So this, it is the one of the property of light, reflection of light. So very, very important, reflection of light. So what is mean by reflection of light? What is mean by reflection of light? See here, when the ray of light is passing, right? If here any obstacle is there in the middle, if any ray of light is passing or traveling in the medium, if in the middle, if any obstacle is there, then what happens? The ray is reflected into the same medium. Means the ray is reflected here. Means the ray again enter into the same medium. So this phenomenon is called reflection of light. So see here once again, if any ray of light coming from source of light, if any ray of light is coming from source of light, so it is traveling in the form of straight line. So in the middle, if any obstacle is there, means the ray is incident on a obstacle, means striking on a obstacle. Then what happened? The ray again enter into the same medium due to the obstacle. Otherwise, if there is no obstacle, means it will go like this direction, but due to the obstacle, the ray of light it can change its direction, means it's deviated from its original direction. So again the rays enter into the same medium. So this phenomenon is called reflection of light. So for reflection of light, reflecting surface is very important. For reflection of light, reflecting surface is very important. So here if I am taking a mirror means what nana here? Reflecting surface means I am going to take here a mirror. So what is mean by mirror? What is mean by mirror? Mirror is nothing but a smooth, highly polished reflecting surface is called mirror. A smooth, highly polished reflecting surface is called mirror. Again there are two types of mirrors are there ma. So first one is there are two types of mirrors are there. So first one is plane mirror. And second one is spherical mirror. Actually mirrors are again divided into two types. First one is plane mirror and second one is spherical mirror. Plane mirror means what nana here? A reflecting surface will be there like plane, so that is called plane mirror. Next spherical mirror means the reflecting surface may be curved, that is called spherical mirror. Right? Now we'll see reflection of light on a mirror. How it will be, we'll see right now. So I am going to take one mirror here. Right. This is nothing but one mirror. One side is coating will be there. So general plane mirror means we are using when we stand in front of a dressing table. That is nothing but plane mirror here. So I am taking a plane mirror. One side will be coating will be there. Other side is reflecting surface is there. If any ray of light coming from source of light and the ray is incident on the surface of the mirror. If there is no coating outside, there is no coating means this downside, the ray what happened? It is enter into the glass. But here due to the coating or due to the rough surface, the ray again enter into the same medium. This phenomenon is called reflection of light. So this is where the ray is incident on the mirror. That point is called point of incidence. Point of incidence. Right? So when the ray is coming from source of light, that ray is incident. Means so incident means the ray is called incident ray. Incident ray. And the ray after striking the surface of the mirror, then ray is reflected. So reflected means this is called a reflected ray. So this is the reflection of light phenomena on plane mirror. So if you see there are reflection of light, there are two types. So one is a regular reflection and other one is irregular reflection. So first we will discuss about regular reflection. So regular reflection means when the rays I am going to take here. So see here first a regular reflection. A regular reflection. So for regular reflection I am going to take here a smooth surface, means like a mirror. So right. So this is nothing but mirror. highly polished reflecting surface. So for this one I am going to take parallel beam of light. So this parallel beam of light incident on the mirror, right? So after this parallel beam of light is incident on the mirror, then afterwards what happened, due to that smooth surface, due to the reflecting surface, the rays again reflected back. So after the reflection also, these rays are passes parallel to each other. That means what here, this here initially the incident rays are coming parallel to each other. So after the reflection also, these reflector rays are passes parallel to each other. So it will be look like a regular shape. So that's why it is called regular reflection. This phenomena is called regular reflection. So reflection takes place on smooth surface. Reflection takes place on smooth surface. Reflection takes place on smooth surface. Smooth surface is called regular reflection. Is called regular reflection. So this is the first one, right? See here, regular reflection is nothing but here the incident rays are coming parallel to each other and incident on the plane mirror. Then after the reflection, the reflector rays are passes parallel to each other. So this phenomenon is called regular reflection. So what is the definition of regular reflection? Reflection takes place on smooth surface is called regular reflection. Next come to second one. What is the second one? Irregular reflection. Irregular reflection. Right. Irregular reflection. So irregular reflection is nothing but a reflection takes place on a rough surface. Reflection takes place on a rough surface. Rough surface is called irregular reflection. Irregular reflection. Right. So here in this case I am going to take rough surface. So this is the rough surface, right? So when the parallel beam of light is incident on the rough surface, see here, this is the parallel beam of light is incident on rough surface. So the rays are parallel beam. Parallel means the rays are coming parallel to each other. So after the reflection, the rays are goes various direction. Means the reflection look like a irregular shape. So that's why it is called irregular reflection. So after the reflection, the reflector rays are goes like a zigzag path. There is no regular shape. That's why it is called irregular reflection. So these are the types of reflections. Next, here there are two laws are there related to reflection of light. So we'll discuss about laws of reflection. Very, very important this concept. So see here, laws of reflection. Next, after this one, laws of reflection. Laws of reflection. Right. So I am going to take here also again a mirror, right? This is the mirror. One side is a reflecting surface, other side is coating. So when the ray of light is coming from source of light, that ray is incident on the mirror, right? Where that ray is incident, that point already we discussed, that is point of incidence. Already we written, right? So this is called point of incidence. Next, where that ray is incident, on mirror. At that point I am going to draw one normal line or perpendicular line to the mirror. So after the incident, the ray, what happened, reflected back. This is called incident ray, this is called reflected ray. So this is nothing but normal line. So here first the incident ray makes an angle with normal line, that is called angle of incidence. Here incident ray makes an angle with normal line, that angle is called angle of incidence. So what is the definition of angle of incidence? The angle made by the incident ray with a normal line, that angle is called angle of incidence. So this is called angle of incidence, angle of incidence, right? Next, so after the reflection, the reflector ray also makes an angle with normal line, that angle is called angle of reflection. So simply we can, how we can define the angle of reflection? The angle between the reflector ray to normal line is called angle of reflection. How we can define the angle of incidence? The angle between the incident ray to normal line, that is called angle of incidence. So first law of laws of reflection. What is the first law here? So angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. That means what here? The angle made by the, how much makes an angle, that incident ray with normal line, then same angle made that reflector ray with normal line. For example, if I am taking here 30 degrees, angle of incidence 30 degrees means angle of reflection also 30 degrees. If I take angle of incidence 45 means angle of reflection also 45. If I take angle of incidence 60 degrees, then angle of reflection also 60 degrees. So that is the first point. So what is the first point here in laws of reflection? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Next, come to second point, incident ray comma normal line comma reflector ray lies in the same plane at the point of incidence, lies in the same plane. So same plane means I am going to take, this is the plane, lies in the same plane. So plane means I am going to consider as this is a board act as like a plane, side of the wall act as like plane. So here what is the second law? Incident ray, this is incident ray, normal line and reflector ray are lies in the same plane at the point of incidence. So these are the laws. What is the first law? Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection, and second one is incident ray, normal line and reflector ray are lies in the same plane. Now we'll see based upon this laws of reflection, when we stand in front of a plane mirror, we can see, means in front of a dressing table, then we can see our image. How does that image is formed? What are the characteristics? Now we'll see image formed by a plane mirror. For more information, for more videos, please download the Sutra online app. Thank you for everyone.